Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Growth Code podcast. So, guys, on the podcast, we just bring you nothing but authenticity, real stories from Machita Kasi. Yeah, man. So today, we're just gonna actually converse. I think, in most cases, you'll find that. But whatever, look, I can't start something because I don't have the resources. I don't have the education. I don't have a mentor. So we're all about actually breaking that mindset, or whatever you can actually do it, man. Stop coming up with excuses. So story like too big to deal bona things inspired a lot. So yeah, man. I just hope that you're gonna learn something as much as I've learned so much from these two gentlemen. So Machita, how's it? So later bang. How's it, gents?
How's it? Sure. I'm good.
Yeah. No man, we can now introduce
Okay, guys. By the way, I'm Itumele Maleke, aka KC, your favorite barber from Virginia here in Free State. Guys, the owner and founder of Game Changer Barbershop. You can go and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at GameChanger_barbershop, and then also follow me, Casey the Barber, your boy. Yeah, guys.
Yeah. So there's a lot to unpack here. I'm just, but I'm definitely like and it's a very inspirational story. I was actually moved by his hustle and then Tabang, a friend of the podcast. Yeah, man. I think this is like the second episode of Shabang, and then the first one. I don't know. I think so far I should be available on the but it's something in terms of like editing it, because we always try to maintain the money quality sharp. So yeah, man. Just introduce yourself and then and then we just get into the conversation.
Yeah, I get along from Virginia, aka Mr. FBI.
Yeah, man. What's FBI, dog? Because what is it the feds? Oh, is it FBI? Yakaraka State. So FBI meeting, my nigga.
Free State Bouncers in Control. Gay company bouncing and security.
Okay. Sharp. Like I said, the whole aim of the podcast is and then say the word out there to say that, look, man, we tired as young people. We don't want to make excuses. So my guest today, by challenges the life to say that, look, man, I'm not gonna wait for a mentor, I'm not gonna wait for someone, I'm Pespani, but I'm gonna just start something, right? So yeah, Majita. So look, what we always try to do on the platform is try to keep chilled vibes, because I always say the main aim of the show is to actually have the conversations we already have amongst so the only difference is that there's a camera rolling, but let's just try to keep it real, authentic, not scripted, like that authentic and raw. Sure. So yeah, man, since you to the mic, how did you start FBI, man?
I started as a mining and construction company of Polage.
Yeah.
Then things didn't go accordingly.
Yeah.
I had to change the game.
Yeah.
Because most of the business, the capital start.
Yeah.
Also only construction companies like
Yeah.
So it's now for goal. So I had to change the game. Which business in the is not about capital,
yeah,
offer to the services then I'll pattern. Zaga since the capital.
No, tender writing, construction company, is it as easy as but once by it? Because a lot of people how to push business study, for him, and I can have my tender and whatnot. So this is something along we tried. And then open the challenges thing at is it as easy as people portray it?
It's not easy, bro. It's not, because connection.
Okay.
Connection is so connection. I can say relationship on
it's something that's built like throughout the years. You have to actually invest in it. Hasn't it a long fail?
Invest. And I trust their mode.
Yeah.
So yeah. nna ha ke kgothaletse batho but batho ba bang mostly about re na lo confuse entrepreneurship le
tendering. Yeah.
Tenderpreneur ke batho ba ka thoko, the entrepreneurs ke batho ba bang hape ba.
Yeah.
So if I mean tendering e hloka tjhelete.
Sure.
If ba offer, let's say Department of Education e offer tender hore mana re kopa hore fe dibuka tsa bana ba 150. O hloka tjhelete ho reka dibuka tseo.
Yeah.
And a business e leng hore wa e etsa. O ipolella ha ona tjhelete, o hloka tjhelete ho start. Means o ga se business e like.
Yeah.
Now businessman, if you hloka zaka o start, you're not a businessman.
So basically entrepreneurship will be actually making something out of nothing. Yeah. I think if there's one thing, like the stories alone, because I was like, it's about stories sa case and then it's about stories I was like, it would be nice to actually like have both of you on the platform. Because what I'll break at this thing, we always say, okay, look, you need to actually empower yourself, because the whole show, you gotta empower yourself and not. But look, we're not gonna be a platform whereby regulatory bua and how don't you know. So that's why I wanted like real stories from real people. Because easy way now. Maybe you have it good for yourself. That's why we can literally start from nothing and create something out of it. So yeah, man. So when now basically we last started. That's how you actually went into Bouncer and
company aga Braga e ran about 2 years. Esa etse next. Ntse ke patala fela the annual returns
SARS.
Yeah, o looks at the BEE every year. How na next year tsalang bro.
Yeah, but in the 2 years, count on the patient.
They were try more job nyana tsene ke di thola ke job tse nyana, no try body TVET college.
Yeah. And then how did you get into FBI then FBI fitile jwang? Ile fitla jwang ke le okay. You know what? This thing is not working, so it's like I abandon it totally, but I want to try something and see when I can fit it. If it's the one mindset o jwalo.
There's someone I like, okay, man, how about a security company? So now I was like, hey, man, a security bomber.
Yeah.
So there was this time last day, gift like the spin show.
Yeah.
Give out here the spin show. Actually, none get lot drop or something on Mujita.
Okay.
So Mujita was our normal. I can transit reported the spin show. Give him an agana zaga Canada.
Yeah.
I got budget day and to you. Velen again, Zaga Pogotumba, didn't see our yada.
Yeah.
So Mujita no get our sword, man. Oh, no, real power, the drinks. Hurricane, I feel like a gate. Also, so 2 minutes of bottle and the bones.
Just like that.
FBI studied the genre over
Yeah.
So, escort, only the celebrity and as a few there.
Okay.
The celebrity, since he gave a.
Magadabis on experience and took up on Mutubo, fellow Twajima, Abasari, Kupon with the couple, like
no, but one for stand and a regular bounce a basement.
Okay. So it comes from Mono.
Yeah, so as soon as Pan and Proaga, then Banga dinepenyana, dinepe za tenza trenda nyana Facebook. Then after that cut, like on idea on how about ke buele mouti. Bullying something at the bounce abo. So FBI is so late like a jello.
Okay.
So every time I start the business, Camelo like a libizole. Le unique but le simple. It's kind of complicated. Locally bits or little dula le dutse ka kelellong tsa batho. Yeah, so I thought about FBI since ke nqanyo man wabo. Yeah, wa tseba di moving FBI ha le teng.
Sure. And actually la pone fela. The FBI gets about you, FBI agent facts number. I can't Yeah, totally.
Yeah, also when I came with the name FBI, hi, but that Robansu for the Bitole. Let me take a sign over now. FBI to the letter to get like
Yeah.
Yeah, then I thought about okay, Free State bouncers. ka struggle ka aye o
Yeah.
o tlo etsalang
Ka yone, yeah.
ke struggle bro ka qetelletse ditse fela in control.
Yeah.
So
That's how FBI came about.
yeah, ra printer dikipa re startile re printer dikipa re le 2.
Yeah.
Then o mongwe wa boitri a pusha le ena sprinter.
Yeah.
Then ya trend riding, everyone ona inganywa riding
Yeah.
ba fethu yo le pusha ntwe smart.
Ntho e sharp.
Batho ba tsena se ba batla ho apara dikipa tsa FBI.
Yeah.
No re mona skipa se ke bokae.
O sola yeah.
So ba bolella no ke uniform ya Spane riding. Yeah, so ra pusha bro ka ra pusha tile hola.
Ha se hlahile man, if it demand le teng da mana, as long as the outcome is income, if at some point to thola hore o khona hore o capitalize on that, we is something we consider maybe o rekisa batho dikipa tse when then as you going go le go nya khona hore ke
yeah tseke nana
yeah
ka ipusha di but tlametse be a little bit different nyana from uniform ya
yeah
eska ga ja pere uniform mama lena ba pere uniform
yeah
ba tlo kena for free event
ntse to lena was pala
yeah so logo ya teng at least tlamele design nyana bo teng e be
different from yeah Mana go case then I think there's so much to be shared in terms of ka to bua ka bo ma growth so far on us what achieving through that since you kala esele haka ke majita maka be lo reng o ba putile on and all that so yeah man sure man nigga but no tena go do story sa fit so I met this guy last year right
yeah
so now how he actually started business in a little because we always say okay whatever you need is on YouTube kinto lo ngetse bua rema ntongwe le ngwe hlokang is on YouTube and then people are thinking ona batho ba hlanya bana and what not wabo so I'm very interested ka ado kala ka story sa hae a re bolelle rona o qadile jwang how did you actually learn this skill sa o kute da wabo.
Okay, you know these things started the COVID, you know.
Yeah.
COVID, I was just chilling with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So before I moved in with my girlfriend, I was staying with a friend of mine,
Oh, look at the time you were still in
Bloemfontein.
Okay.
In Bloemfontein. Yeah, he was cutting hair. Yeah. So every time when he went to his lines, he does only has house call.
Okay. Okay.
So every time when he goes to his lines, I used to go with him.
Yeah.
I would just enjoy the way he moves his hands, just the movement.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even see what he's doing.
So let's say like Spot because there's like somewhere Barry. If you hang around the barber shop for so long, at some point you'd learn how to actually cut hair.
Definitely.
I'm not going to get it verbatim, but like I've heard like people are going to
even my friends at the moment they already know how to cut, and I haven't even taught them, but they're able to say, I already know. Whatever first you start with this step and come with this step.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because it's like that thing is already in me. So when they are like watching me while I'm cutting, it's like they are watching a session. I would even look at them in the eyes, and they wouldn't even notice me that I'm looking at them. Because I can see they are enjoying like me cutting.
What you doing here? Because cutting it's an art, man. I don't think it's something you know invest in and you get better at it the more time you actually invest in it.
So my friend back then, so I used to go with him to his house calls. I started to develop that thing. Then I asked him to teach me, but he refused. And then I was still at varsity at the time. I was doing a course mechanical engineering.
Okay.
I was on my first.
Okay, but wait, though. But no, the nigga refused.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't necessarily refuse, but every time when I would ask him for maybe okay, let me maybe cut him. Play with his head. He will show me again how he's done. So he would refuse and he would cut himself. So I was like, okay, but I didn't even think you should add that.
But when you asked him, look, man, you're good at this thing. Can you transfer the skill? And then what was his response?
He was like, get out of He was like, oh, okay, sharp. So But then he didn't notice that every time when he goes to a house call,
Yeah.
I can see. But then even though I was not noticing
Mm.
how he cursed, but my eyes, I don't know, or maybe I have a third eye, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was watching there,
Mm.
because that's how I developed the thing.
Mm.
And then a video just popped on YouTube.
Yeah.
That video, without that video, yeah.
But
That's how
so
it
ke batla ho botsa hore how did you fall in love le moriri o etsa mechanical engineering? How is it possible?
Yeah.
Ntho tseo di
Yeah,
hola
yeah, yeah.
boy. Beauty le bo mechanic ke ntho tse ding tse
Hot money, that thing, even the people in my location, they were even shocked. My teachers, exes, everybody, my friends,
Oh, you are the exes.
bro, everybody is shocked.
Yeah.
Everybody. For this guy just moved from school and bodybuilding.
Cousins are getting into
He's a
this thing.
barber.
Yeah, man.
And he just takes over the car scene,
Yeah.
like, all over. And
Yeah.
what the? And everybody was like, okay. And what I loved about them, they
Yeah.
showed the support because they saw, okay, this nigga has something.
And you believed in yourself.
Yeah.
So
I
basically,
did.
the skill, you actually got the skill from YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, I would say at the moment is typically my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't have a best. Every time most of my hours spent on YouTube.
Yeah.
When I get back out of work, I sleep around 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
7 o'clock,
Mm.
12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I'm awake. I have unlimited data.
Yeah.
I relax on YouTube.
You watching
I'm
videos.
watching
Yeah.
videos, and I only watch haircuts.
But man, what you? I mean, a lot of niggas are out there and say, look, man, maybe I wanna do music, couple. I wanna learn, graphic design, and then maybe my parents can afford to take me to, to that institution.
Yeah.
And then people are out here saying, but YouTube is there. What are you saying to guys who are saying, look, man, who are using this as an excuse to say that, look, I'm not pushing because I don't have the means. Financially, I don't have the financial muscles to actually, go after my dreams and whatnot. What would you say to someone like that? As someone who's actually started, you learned a skill from YouTube. Because I think if you have internet access, I always say that you can change your life. That shit can change your life. Depending. If you're someone who watches porn all the fucking time, then that's what you reap. You reap what you sow, right?
But it can
Yeah.
literally change your life.
Yeah.
Porn can change your life.
Yeah, man, but
Porn
you know,
can change your life. Sheba this chick. Can I get ma? Colin Fega. Porn changed her life.
Yeah. But look, no tena re bua ka Majida who actually beating the meat all day. I bua ka Majida for someone who's actually watching and making a business out of that, right? It's like saying that your life can change by watching niggas play soccer, about practice and whatnot. Look, you watching them, you're just a fucking spectator. That's it. But there's no value in watching porn and masturbating the whole fucking day. That's what I'm trying to drive. That's the point I'm actually trying to drive on. Use the internet to actually better yourself, right? So yeah, man. Can we see what about Olympic? But yeah, man. Everyone that sense about as someone looking Spanish internet phone to looking how you empower. What did you say to a guy like that, man?
I would just say stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, make sure it's something that's gonna value you. If it doesn't value you, then make sure it is something close to you. Yeah. When I say close to you, I mean like something that it's in your schedule. It's in your schedule. Something like maybe if you have a child, you have to spend time with your child.
Yeah.
If you have a girlfriend, you have to like make a schedule for her.
Yeah.
But when you are not with one of those things, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Make sure you look for something out there, because what I believe, there are many things out there that people can work on, create ideas on, and make something actually. Like there is just a lot. I even come up with them myself. I do them myself. I'm a barber. I also do video design, video editing. Yeah, because I'm a YouTuber also. Yeah. In that big barbering industry, I learned how to become a YouTuber and a video editor. And a video editing, I can do something out of it. I can ask somebody, okay, how about I do a video for you? I make maybe a combination video for you where I do maybe an ad or something about maybe I advertise something for you. There's business. I make something also. I'm not only cutting. I'm also making money with video editing. You see, there are a lot of things you can get out of the internet. Just don't waste your time.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, like, but I'll put something. Starting Fetumana, it's always the hardest. You wanna step aside and so think about it's hard to fit that also like industry. So I wanna know who gave you a chance. That's no gym. Hey man, you also joue avec du luxe. I don't know if I'm more to fail, you know, and I let go now. Keep on more to la away now.
Yo, I love your question. I really appreciate that question. I thought of it, but I didn't know who would ask it. Well, the person who gave me his head, he didn't trust me. At first, he saw my material because I bought cordless clippers.
Okay.
Yeah, so cordless clippers, many people don't know cordless clippers.
So before you even started, Kasenzo invested in yourself.
I already invested in myself.
So you didn't wait for Mutomo or Arman, what's like in the skills so yeah.
I didn't do it for anybody.
Yeah.
The money I was getting at varsity, I used it to buy the material.
Yeah.
And then before I even cut anybody, yeah. Then I bought the material. Then it was sitting. It was with me for many. I was even cutting myself sometimes, making mistakes on my head. Start all over my hair again. Boy, I would make mistakes.
Yeah.
And then this guy was like, "Efit," and I was like, "Efit, don't you want a free haircut?"
Yeah.
You know how to cut, definitely, bro. Because why? I saw the video. It stuck in my mind for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
You know what? My first haircut. Bruh, that guy loved it. I don't know how, but he loved it.
Yeah.
And he himself was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta start with this thing. Like you are legit."
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
And when I look at that haircut, I couldn't fade.
Yeah.
There was no fading, but the haircut was nice. What I think is that God gave me this thing. God gave me this thing.
But I love what you mentioned, man. Before Rebuaga, I mean the blessings and whatnot, because people have this thing, they like to actually separate blessings. They treat like blessings and hard work as like separate entities, right? Because now you find that look, before you can actually like obey someone or blessed and whatnot, you need to invest in yourself first. Look, before you can actually get someone to believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, why the fuck would someone else believe in you? Because I think you actually taking out Nyokwenon and buying the equipment was you saying that, look, I don't know if this is going to work out, but I believe in this thing. I saw something on YouTube and I believe I can make something out of my life. So you have people whereby they'll actually go up to someone and say, invest in my dream, invest in my hustle. But you ask the question now, have you invested in your hustle? Why must someone believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? So I like the fact that you took your own money and then obonga the trades to say that, look, let me start something. And look where you are. It's a risk, man. It's a risk.
Machines are expensive. What do you have failed my first haircut? We was failing and I was not even demotivated. So it also comes in with the motivation and the consistency. Consistency and the practice also. You have to practice what you love. And then I eventually developed the love as I was watching the YouTube video. And then the love just came in. And then what pushed me mostly was a friend of mine who hated me doing that thing. Whilst he was the one who advised me to do it.
So this is the guy, Elohim. You asked him actually to help you out with this thing, and then he didn't. So now you're successful, you're thriving, and then only issue.
You know what I love about myself. I was not afraid of my work. Whether the haircut was in which way, I posted it. And everybody was like, everybody from my hometown. Casey, you were so good.
Yeah.
No, and then I was like, Itumele in the Bible.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, Itumele in the Bible is too long. Let me take Case in the Bible.
Yeah.
And then I don't- like people were just coming. Like everybody, I'm gonna get a free haircut.
Yeah.
Look check. But I'm good, smart.
Yeah.
And you know, practice is perfect.
Yeah.
Every haircut that I took, and I was practicing, and then eventually, and I was like, okay, Casey, you got this.
Yeah. So man, I'm really inspired, man. I'm really inspired by stories how you actually started, and then because it's a story of actually believing yourself. So actually going into something that's actually new. You don't know what's on the other side, man. People say that there's light at the end of the tunnel, but sometimes life feels sharper to an extent that people say, but where the fuck is this light? Where the fuck is this light? I mean, and how long is this tunnel, right? Because now, as much as Batubare, there's light. I mean, there's light. That means that, look, man, things can be better, but you don't know when. Invest in yourself, but you don't know when the investment will actually pay off. So it's like sometimes just throwing yourself in the deep end. Look where we are, man. From actually cutting hair. I think the first haircut nigga told from when who another sure. And today we're shooting spacing somehow. And man, there's growth. The business is registered. Kind of going for any cases, but the business is registered out there. So man.
I also love the FBI boy. This nigga is a dope.
Come home pushing that thing, man. Consistency. Tabang, when I how did you actually deal with Boba Tubare? Hey, when I tabang, Jolo and Anujanana, Selekata to Bafit, where one of Maradena is one. And then Unusna Luma pride, because Mutomo got to feel like what are you inventing? What are you why one of the So now, how did you humble yourself to say that? But again, now I want to make money from an event. I got to Mangaloring, Kida, like I'm humble enough to say that I want to event. Kita Emma getting there, and then kita say Shabatu. As much as Kinalebo, Onalebo, exactly, how did you actually get yourself in that space whereby you don't give a fuck or but you can actually see the vision and then push forward.
Can I look too much?
Too
much.
Yeah.
But when it comes to business,
you put it aside,
because it's about hunger.
Yeah.
Let humble, bro.
Man.
Let humble. But I don't know, you have to be smart, you have to be creative, whether you like it or not. You have to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
One other thing for Tukana, I've always been independent since high school.
Yeah.
I left home since high school.
At what age? Can I go Hanover?
Around 17, 18.
Okay.
18 kasentsegele independent boaga ke ipaela uniform diaparo. I had to make sure ke jele.
Hey man, amajita abantu ba free abantu ba etsa wena ka unana independence majita ba ka ba bona ba kidimedi it's still life usual wena ka tsona independence that type.
Yeah. Actually, Brawaga, we can on a plan for the future.
Yeah. But what inspires you? But because I'm trying to actually decipher that. How do you get a 17-year-old to actually have that mindset to say that, you know what, I actually see myself in business, I see myself striving, I see myself getting to the next level. How do you get yourself in that state at that age? Is it a book maybe you read? Is it someone who has you looked up to at that time? What actually pushed you to get to that level?
Honestly, nothing motivated me, nothing inspired me. I didn't see anyone and a pusher. I didn't even know
but what pushed
even after matric. All I knew but
okay.
Maybe I thought put your roba rinyana. What's about after matric yanga ka organize motiaga ka jozi ka kopanya dithunyanyana ka shapa fela cash in transit once.
You
learn gem forever.
Maybe
ka transit o mathabo ma 10 million.
Sure. I thank God you didn't take that path. Tamia go ti utongo no show.
Na jo kwatilo wa iksa kopana le motiaga. Ga be le gane.
Bagay, ba shapa di.
ba shapang di-cash in transit.
Man, maybe tell me go party the mfethu. Maybe tell me go party because it's a risk ya thing. I want to idea. Yeah, but man, okay,
into ela etsa hore ke pusha prior. Growing up without parents. Without pusha prior. Without pusha go, you'll always want to be the best. You'll always want to do whatever it takes. So bona go tswile ka ga situation ya bo awshame.
Yeah.
O thole ka bo di-family gathering o ntso thwe mama o ntse a butsiwa ntate wa yo kae mo wa yo kae wena o ntso thwe fela ao shame ke ngwana mang ene bona o tshwana le ena le nyo bra ga e hloko la ene so ka ipolella go tsa yeng ke batla go pusha mfethu ke batla go pusha and there's very ka pusha discipline next time nxa ngizigela o tlo ntse ke bloma ntlong ke sa rate izigela
but le no ke a tseba o tla o sa sengwe le mo
izigela mona
le le kutlo se go le sa sengwe se re bua ka go past tense no le present live in the present
since izigela so since ke batla freedom ya hore he mona how can I leave school if nka hlaya ha rona ke re ntate mamang o ntholletse spanning mining maybe ha rona ba ka okay you can leave school lo span but that never happened so after ke va entlo ai ke la ipelela fela go tsa in life go o push o tswelle pele you have to be disciplined and a discipline ya ka tlamela ke practice ka azgela sena se ke sa se rateng discipline power is doing what you have to do not what you love do what you have to do go fitla mo batla go fitla teng
so that's where I
keep a discipline yo prior until matric until grade 11 ka thola temporary job nyana car wash ka toropo
ka grade 11 ka sto spa
ka pusha prior ka ke kgone go reka uniform ya matric imagine nanze ke pusha da ke spana ziyela ke dzidiwa ke le that guy chama yani plus nike cheese since ke cheese wabona since nje cheese
sure
tinyana motsonyana slender nyana motlenyana wabona so imagine atla melo swallow pride ya hao kawa she o ne le exposed di taxi tsene di feta di ya toropong di khutla toropong ne di feta da bana ba sgela sa ka ba mpona ntse ke hlatswa di transit ba ngweletse TP albra ka ding hita ka hingo shit ngwana o ya matla ba feta mpona ntse ke hlatswa transit ya transit di se o hlatsisa jumping castle ga e
go ba hlatswa le jumping castle
ka mopo e hlatswa
yes
bana ba fete ban salute da brawa ka but pride ya ka fetse kana pride for etsa sa fetse ka nna na go brawa so ka push until this far since ke push le spanning I've always been a hard worker I wanna mo nkile ka spana teng be ke sa thole promotion everywhere mo ke spanning ke thotse promotion I wanna mo ke vaileng ke tebe bua ka ofela ke ditloletse.
Hence the growth, man. Hence the growth. I think also environment has a way of actually shaping us, into becoming, beasts out there, into becoming better versions of ourselves. And I'm we mentioned in that way. If you actually want to get somewhere in life, your mind has to be actually stronger than your emotions. Right? Look, man, it's winter, but sometimes I'm telling you about I wake up with my 5 you sing and hustle. So look. Hotu saying like hasi lintungulung Israel. Sometimes you don't feel like Hotu say, but you like if you want to get somewhere in life, fuck your feelings. It's not about how you feel. It's about getting the job done. How about Hotu? It's more comfortable. Your feelings are like, man. Depends on how hungry you are. But your feelings are like, look, man. I mean, it's comfortable here. It's nice and warm. Why the fuck do you wanna go outside and expose yourself to the cold? But Kelelu is like we want better things out of life. So that's only then push and then such happens. So man, I'm really inspired by the stories alone, how you guys actually started to modeling thing. It's nice to see Majidakasi, Bapusha, Basraiva, by to the next level. Whereby rebellion excuse to and we get shit down. You're not too important. Do it more thing. Just work with what you have. If any YouTube and no mentor, you don't need a fucking mentor. Just you to actually start, you don't need it. yona jwalo if o sena yona no tjena o batla go tsada something o bo feel ha ona la idea you don't fucking need it.
And happy Prayaga, you don't need anyone's approval.
Yeah,
If you batla be mentor, you don't follow on to
Here we do now.
Facebook, you don't mentor without you knowing, without you approving it.
Yeah. So there's different ways in terms of money, like mentorship.
Yeah. Mentorship is very important. Do important the Prayaga. Udulo shebile motho a ka odimo wena o dule wa bona o nka di advice tsa hae
wa bona o pusha jwang stuff. Yeah man, so now as the hustlers majita, because ke ntwa knowing how to qala ntso pusha, obviously the money is not always there wa bona aba khetha boma life ya boma spani whereby you know where there's security wa tseba ga mona gona o etsa lang ke lo ke na le 10k not wa bo as much the relationshiping le dealer jwang ka yona da whereby maybe cherena ona le expectations sa in terms of uma nyoko tla mo deliver nako ya hao hape wa bona bona nyane jwang. Yeah man, that start out when I'm shit. So now how do you handle that relationship in your how are you someone who's transparent regarding the finances and then nako ya hao hape? Let's just discuss these things, how finances le nako hape.
Go mane ya di tutto ke balance fela wa
Yeah.
Chiri o le ona tlamile fela lena a observe na fela bona like o spana jwang wa bona.
Yeah.
I think for the money when I was dating
How to learn
it? Dating ya mothola. E le nna tlamile ke tse for okay. Ha ke tlo spana maybe ke kola ka 5 ka past 5 ka 6. Maybe that day I didn't have enough clients, okay? Ke tseba. Ke ya bo founela. Maybe he kana go tsaka go bala 8 o'clock half past ke go bala and then as for finance wise it's all about how to see the situation, because obviously she has to know what's happening. She has to know, okay, she's the person then I go okay she has to know what's happening. Okay, monthly or weekly, so I shouldn't demand more than this, or I should demand like this. Or, okay, maybe we should do this, or maybe we should do this. And funny enough, we are expecting a child now.
Oh, congrats, man.
So it's something a little more later. She has to think of what she shouldn't just be like, okay, that guy is a businessman. Not being in a business doesn't mean you're always moneyed. The business also has to maintain itself, and you also have to maintain your personal life, her life, because now she's under surveillance of somebody. So it's all about balancing and knowing what you want, and also not overspending. You have to know, okay, at myself, I'm gonna maybe spend 5% of the whole amount of money I make on her, or maybe I'm gonna spend 10%. Then save up maybe 20% for my child. Then I know 10 or 25% or 80% is for the employees, and I know the rest is the one who's going to maintain the business. It's all about making budget. And making sure you are not overspending or less spending.
So now, like, who taught you that? Because now you went to YouTube for the skill. Because it's something else to be like skillful in terms of what's about wood and whatnot, but the business side of it. Where did you get that education? I think
the knowledge. I'm always. That's why I said internet is my best friend. I'd say okay, ways how to maintain a business. You know, there will be many websites appearing there. I would choose different ones, read the article and see, man, this one has a bad introduction. Let me move to the next one. See, try all those websites and see which one will give me a better version. Maybe my version, okay. I want to maintain my business like this, not like this. You see, I also, internet is my best friend. I learned everything, video editing, how to maintain my business, how to maintain my cash flow, money that comes in and out of the barbershop or the business, and money that I have to spend in the business, because I can't just make money and not spend it. I have to spend it. But I also have to save some, spend some. It's all about the internet taught me anything. Nobody said with me and said like, Casey, you have to do this, you have to do this. But then I also have a mentor. But he's a new mentor in my life. He hasn't been that effective, but but he's effective. But the advice he has given me so far, they have made a change. Wow, he's also going to be the accountant of the Game Changer Baba show.
Okay,
because he does chartered accountant.
Okay.
At the UNISA.
Yeah.
So he offered to be the accountant, the auditor, everything. So he also gives me advice on how I should maintain the cash flow. I also learned it from the internet. Now I just wanted his perspective on how he does things. We have different perspectives. I could read this on the internet, he'll give me this. His could be the better one, or the internet one could be the better one.
So what I'm getting from what you're saying, it's very important to be open-minded, right? And also to be in a position whereby you know that it's not everything, and you're familiar with it. It's okay to say that, look, in that space, I don't know everything, and I'm open enough to say that I want someone who knows better. I don't want to what's what, because I think it took my is being big-headed. What I did, I started this shit. I can do this alone and whatnot. I don't need anyone's help, because I'm not going to say, you see, no chance story inside. A mentor only comes in now. I also to push it. But there's someone out there who has a good idea, but they're not starting because by made the perfect mentor and whatnot. Now, I mean, just to add on to that, I always say this story. When I leave this other time, whereby I think that was the first time. At the time, there is no perfect situation. There's no perfect day. There's no the best day to actually do anything. So the high school years back, and then there's this chick looking can I give mad at the time. So like every now and then literally and I was like, hey man, one day man, this chick and then he's like, you pay too. This one day fuck that shit. Fandaga is the day, man. Do something about it. Cool. And then I say to him, look, man, I'm waiting for the right time. And then this nigga, that's where my whole, my whole approach to, the perfect timing and whatnot, it changed from that time. Because this nigga's like, hey, man, this is not, you're not living a movie whereby how do it's rainbow and then everything will be perfect, birds will be tweeting, like everything is available. It's like, no, man, how you have to make this the right time. You have to make it the right time. How now anything maybe a force the timing is right. But from that time, if you want to do something, fucking get started. That's the right time. The right time is when the idea lands in your brain. That's the right time. So act on it now. So that's my take. From that time, fuck man, there's no perfect time. When I started podcast, when I look for start the shit. Quality, whatever. Because if you don't the perfect time, make up or obey your dreams in, because I feel waiting for the investments and whatnot is literally you putting your dream in someone's hands. If you're happy, if you believe in this thing, you believe in yourself.
Another thing, the investors, they don't just fund things.
Yeah.
They don't fund
Yes, man. Just fucking get started. I think that's if there's one thing that I want you to take from this episode is to fucking get started. Start where you are with what you have. Just get started. I think because getting started, it builds the momentum. That's where the momentum comes in. You this much. That's only then. But if you don't start, I was actually reading something this morning where I'm telling look, man, your first workout, your first podcast, your first business, your first whatever can we call it, it's the hardest. But you'll never get your 100 if you don't have your first. So you have to actually start. Your first haircut, you needed to have that first haircut. Haircut number 100, whereby you're comfortable with the skin, you're more confident and whatnot. Confidence comes from doing and doing and doing. That's how you actually get confident. So yeah, man, that's that. I also wanted to pick your brains when it comes to what's your view on 50-50 in a relationship? the whole thing yellow ring but relationshiping family 50-50 as someone who's a hustler and whatnot, what's your view on like 50-50, like whereby look, if you like and therefore how to build a la ballet abana le 50 awetse silent Kamile Christian abana le boma like 50-50 elo go tlisa bon on the table ka poe wa bon. So yeah man, what's your view on such things?
Not about 50-50. I don't like it, man, because a man is always a man. A man will always be a man. I don't have to share bonabaka le motho wa mme. And Elena, she won't share bosadi behind him. I don't like it. I get permissive at all. But it's something along with whether we like it or not. Why? Because my time ago I disappointed my lady ago. My lady ago na bile di single parents ba le bangata for na kwetelele wa bona, so ba sentse ba hodisa bana ba bona ka hore monna se nix.
But we
can do it without monna.
We how? Yeah. How is it something? Is you being saying that you confirm to that individual to come to society selling or in your household at some point or do you mail or 50-50?
I won't allow it.
So if you can elaborate how work out like feel like in a relationship contribution I'm trying to make it in when as as someone who's trying to build something what do you expect from your significant other, especially in terms of housework and whatnot? What do you expect from me?
I expect the relationship in Jan, but what I can say go Motwan Metamela Falega respect. Same as Motwan Daddy. But when it comes to decision making, Motwan Daddy gena another final word.
Okay.
Even every guy discuss, if you got a winner, only girlfriend after I discuss about final word comes to be
okay. Sure.
And financial wise, Motwan Daddy gena Modimu gena renzo for ebe hona di ngaring the supply,
the pillar of strength,
sure. You wanna the breadwinner, so motwanta te tlamele hasele by all means so rebe wena breadwinner o hlaile le wena motwanta te ka tlo, because direct ya finance into 50-50 kala financing ho ga she if motho mme ka gola same amount o e gola
independent
more than you o tla ba sa claim independence, o tla ba sa bona hantle aka ya far without wena wa bona. So I believe we tlametse re spane ka thata when it comes to that. No provider, the provider modimo re ntse jwalo.
And then whenever nigga, what's your take? 50-50. Do you believe in a relationship whereby how the OT can contribute this much? And then media you meet halfway and then belly push as well. Do you feel okay as a man you need to have your own place, your place in a relationship whereby going with into the and then your girlfriend must buy into your vision and then I'll support as a show of each other.
Not only high data we need 50-50.
Yeah.
I am feel like honesty. Whether I can provide okay, it's all for kidna provider. Kidna shop and then big stop over shop and maybe another shop. So I believe it like Emily much different.
So when as a guy, are you comfortable over me? Like he provided it to you. What's I think next year? Na feel like somebody.
If it's enough, if it's a whole like because one thing for sure. If ever I believe, okay, the money has a significant room, like has significant top black. Okay, well, I'm a God believer.
So
I believe for everything has its own timing.
I
won't stay like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get a sharp and the telephone the day you buy sharp. Can you simply believe this shit and go in because karma always comes back.
Yeah.
So ngawa sharp today, if you buy now sharp. So when I say go for that, let's just work in hand or one. If I honor for it, okay, if you hold 4,000 in it, you know what's a whole lot to. It's a weight. If you hold 4,000, I hold 4,000, it's 8,000. We are in the same door. We eat on the same food. In that way, we will be able to save some if we want to save. Maybe start a business. If you ever restart,
so when now you don't.
I'm a picky person when it comes to a partner. You want to motivate. I bring you whatever I bring up. Let me let you be something you know really nice on permis. Because okay, if I will bring a pussy is everywhere.
So in terms of how can I so when I believe like who believe already mutuanta take show the labi but one
leaving the decision wise, decision wise, I agree with Hotman. It should always even the decision anymore. But I don't think I'm gonna need decision. How to but let's say the two are true. Let's say okay, maybe you are sitting women every chain. You decision are true. Saga here, Saka go replace Zaka. If you don't feel like it's why. If Lena Honor at least Zaka, Bona, even we reply soft life, unlike Rotopella and hard life, Yori, Kinafella provider. Now she's just a housewife, I don't think, who's always expecting money and providing something, you know, I can't mention. Well, sex. So I disagree on the part, Yori. I should only be the one providing.
Also providing,
She must also bring something to the table.
But if that's the case, don't you think it will affect the relationship how it is? Because now, remember, you actually take yourself as Royal Lab, right? But now, give 50-50 when it comes to finances, when it comes to the... But,
no, whatever if it's a guy. Jolo ka khotmana I beile. Modimo ana re bopa. In time ni be go na batho ba ka odi. Then as motho a bile. Except financial wise, she must always know for him. You go to Maha. Financial wise, I can never shop and can never shop. What's the whole avoid I'm gonna maybe sometimes get tired of it. What I get to apply as I was sharp, maybe I should something important to Pilumba, I was to see a handle span because for a motor Lanka Museum. Katsiba Lanka Museum Wanaka, Kapa, maybe Tinkawanaka, no. Kishapo. Hawanaka Mushaketi, or Monaco Honoja Sharp. That's what Mutua because we can't stay together forever. There are times more than a separator, or we can be till we die. You never know. So it's all about if I honor at least, if I pass a hole, it's fine. Because how to do
I just pray to God that how company feminists because the feminists see the real life like differently, especially women who are independent. Because now independence, you can't be married to someone they're independent. Marriage is all about interdependence, like you depending on one another. Once a woman I feel like and then how because as much as I can but Bushoba how Bushoba challenge. Hello, Hona Rakiye, Chele Dilorenzel Kana, Luena Habigalapi. As much as
unless what them said at the Bamori, at the bum position high. Most in Gary, Wanana who let in Greeking, Apelang life you, the Christians go. Aku doing handle mula oremona ntategen dati whether ntato wa sebetsa ka poha sebetsa ntategen dati ka tlung o tla go tua ka hore ha o tla bona fela ka hore ha o motšhaketse tsela tlo o tlisetsa dijo ka yo ha o ngwathetse o tlo bona hore ngwana o rutuwa eng ha
Yeah, hot money
Lady, yeah.
It also depends on how to the
Ajwa,
It is why
yeah.
I'm very picky. If you wanna also push it in, you wanna udla udiman, okay. Ngadile spana ne.
Yeah.
What la for gi ta girlfriend la demandanya.
Yeah.
But be people okay
Yeah.
If kisa move try baba.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
ke ipula ke ta jwalo because ke mo ruta hambi.
Yeah.
Ila ho tlo ba le mhlangisa ke sa bile zaka. O tlo qetelletsa a tloa ho nna cause ha ke sa tsa ithola constant the way ke mo foka.
O mfakateng, yeah.
Because you can't predict the future.
Yeah,
Ono
yeah.
dula ona le zaka. O ka kana go tse ding o ka come a border fela to for you go broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. O le broke bona fela o le financial crisis. It's dangerous.
So money can't just be the only driving factor in relationship. Yeah.
So ukaba broke abawusiya because utlweze muva zaka yena ana nisa ilisha. If le nna ke tsetsa le nna ke meditsa I know for la ka tsamaya o ke tseditse now I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah. Because the year is important.
Yeah.
It's also expensive.
Yeah.
What's also
Yeah.
you know what I realized how le mojita a normal la how le mojita e leng hore you are in a business le different relationships tsa lona di ba different le matjhere leng hore ra jola a different bro nanga se kgone ho jola tjhere fela just because a le motle it takes a special chick hore ke mo keep a kgone ho keep ya le I'm a businessman bro ke kgone ho tsamaya dikgwedi hloka zaka hloka business ya ka hloka e dula ntse hloka injection so if o sa thole motho o supportang a tlo tsena o itlweletse o tlo bona fela hore eish wa tseba ha ngampa ka lo spana cheka se ngampa ka lo spana kae o hloka tshirelong hore bra ya ka o believe into your the dreams tsa hao wa bona a bone ntho e leng hore wa e bona hole a bone ntho e bonang in 5 years wa bona and hore tshiri invest business ya hao ha se ka zaka fela maybe the skill sa se ka e ka ba investment into business here for example tshiri ka ke ena spanalang ke ena office ya FBI ke ena le shapelang di quotation everything ya office e tswa ke ka skill fela so skill is important ke ona investment a yentseng business ya the relationship ya rona so basically she's working for FBI ha re ile gigging ha re gola wa gola cause ke ena shapang di quotation di ingo fela
sometimes
ke ena re shapile logo ya FBI le re duletse fatshe ra ka mo bolelle ke batla ntho e solo so ntse mbuka computer I sharp you're the kind of relationship a healthy for a businessman for a hustler
into ke re bona if to ke le friend ya understand like ile ngore es khotman abuwa es motho a ntse tlamile a provide but if to ke le friend ya understand es in demanding e pushal way like le Nigeria go tseba lo one but no es alimile on the second for it tlamile ke sepana le ena wa lo one na ke akuta but ke ke metsa ka
that's good
ide do o hale jwalo ai Chelsea can na yena ka ofela ke na taba ke no ko pushal but even though as a pushing even as a pushing no but it was still gonna but then what I'm trying to feel like portray go fela if I want to disa it's fine if as a khoni it's still fine as long as asa do the fast lena I mean depend okay no she must try something ke bona for okay na motho no try but she can't let me just okay be there sure
ke ne de o ba hloya le lapa doesn't necessarily mean hore motho a depend on wena financial tlamele when it comes to finances tlamele limitana halfway but anta ba spaces a ha rena ke mang because batho ba most ya batho ba bo mme bohwaga ntho ya hore maybe o tla ba khola za ga engata ke one mokhabata go ha qetelletsa sa ba hloye go I can do it without you mos so sa spane na ga spane so you are who you are kanna
I think that's why most of the relationship such as women belonging to the feminist and then by independent they don't work because of that because but feel like look man I have my own shit, I have everything, I don't need a man. So now, as a man, but it was that I think what Ntuli mentioned in 2002 is have a vision as a guy, know where you're going, so that at least one know about you're not dragging her along into looking how if you're very clear vision now, babe, this is the vision, this is the road actually I want to take. Then you make it easier for it to actually support this vision and make sure that it comes alive. I think a man becomes the head in that sense. When you give direction in a relationship to say that, but at least hence there must be a sense of trust in what you're doing. She must believe in what you're doing and ability trust. You know what? If this man is telling me how we're straight and then how I left, even Lali blindfolded, at least I get direction leadership from when to say that I'm trust more reacting.
Happen nature. I don't know if it's nature, but you're on our to but nature is into be easy for one. In a way, since Rejola, Chiramyano way. Olila Umyano Tamala. I want Jolo. Let any Jola my sister Amolo, Nicola Nunu.
Bastana to Ajam Banaba 16. I literally colleague about over 15 years, not promoted.
Someone shall lose on Tory. Eba simple, Lejoal, Catele, Jola Mutamiano, because she'll be looking up to you. Where now, Otagalum wants a direction, and we to handle way no more. I got a milk of Halmero, you want to me. Can not get them taking more bonds on no baby. Pushachi. So, who is what I love royal lap? If you look sticky, man money check about that.
Also having it because now still, but what my hot man once once like hot man I think how limit looking how what's that who easily and then I want to just think going with the flow. I don't like the cheat. I don't know if people gonna this thing. Let's go with the flow. Fuck the flow. Because where there's that flow, how na direction ni kintumulum. Kind of mentality. I think progress life. So you need to be someone who's very decisive. You need to be intentional. You need to be deliberate. Before so it takes a special lady to understand the life of a hustler. Understand today we can wake up 100k in the account and then tomorrow it's that like it's that cycle that thing fellow the peaks and troughs so the up and down like life is wild. So yeah man, so that thing as someone who's hustling, as someone looking at color something, it's very important because I feel the women in our lives, they can actually make or break you at times. Some of the great men out there have fallen because of having a bad choice in women.
Even so, in the Bible, the king of fella did you
So we can't talk about hustle, we can't talk about self-development, we can't talk about a better version of yourself because we get a relationship. I think it will be a great injustice because you can get someone who's hustling out there, who's doing all the good things, but you have toxic women around you. That's where the law of attraction comes in. What kind of women are you attracting? The first thing I go to type and then a sharp or yellow bone. That means how about the right characteristics? And then you wonder why this woman battle life in your and then bow breaker, and then from there on they move on to take up or whatnot. It's because of that. So I feel like as much we need to change how we look at relationships, change how the people actually attract, especially from the opposite sex. The people actually attract in your life, the women that you actually attract in your life, because they can make or break you. As far as Majita also, but we hang out these people, but life the way you is it someone like this thing? What's the like? I'd like to actually give someone who's watching this an assignment to say that look, go to someone and tell him about your wildest dream. Tell him that maybe you want to make 100K in 6 months time. If the first thing is no man, you must know that you're fucking eagle and you chilling with chickens. It wouldn't help you. It wouldn't take you to a destination. You should be chilling with your equals. People get the visionaries. They can see the bigger picture. None of the people that I have in my life, I want to start this. When are you starting it? What's the plan? Is it possible or not? If people can fucking walk on the moon and whatnot, if that shit is possible. If Elon Musk to avoid traffic, he's trying to actually build the tunnels underground so that people actually there's a world that exists at last. Someone and then someone will be like, I build this idea. No, it's not possible to make 100,000 in 6 months. So it's secular how happy we eat under. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. I can say that in closing. Yeah, man. Your final remarks, man. Your final remarks.
And again, another question for Casey.
Yeah.
Okay. Kasi nyan, wabana kasi ako na nyan jo. How kalo shop a business and a business how it goes very well. Spotlight is shabaga way. Everyone will go away. Every chick go bad. So you about to challenge you, yeah, every chick go bad. Well, lead client, what's that lead client? Client they also use out to wait. But I was about now, what deal as well.
I don't want to get it's bearable, even though sometimes I get afraid because I had someone who was working for me when he resigned and certain issues. I would sometimes see that hope, not even like come at work, because I would just be like, hi, he facing the world again, being that guy. But then and again, I'm a weed smoker, so as I smoke weed, I am able to face a lot of things, even my fears. During when I'm cutting, I've done a lot of haircuts, really high, and compared to the ones where I was not high, people are like, yo, bro, when you are high, you are doing the most. Because that's when I first did my first best ever art on a haircut. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, more at Legends Baba. You must you want to fella Mickey Mouse. So it was something enlightening. So I keep myself calm by smoking weed because it even relax a lot. When I'm focusing, the only thing that I'm looking at is the only thing that's running in my mind. And I don't know if it's about perfecting it, but it's just something that's happening. I just see myself being in motion until it gets better. Yeah. Sometimes my clients would sleep. Not that or something, they would just be because I feel like they are enjoying their relaxation. Yeah. So I keep myself calm with the sensation of being high. So facing the world, feeling like banana, and the girls, it's all about ignoring them.
Okay, cool. You focus. Banana bona. They are not focused on what you focus on. They are focused on you. They want your dick. So how do you handle that? Wanana kona no Raymond Kupa because otonkuta we see you really too because now chisaka 7 so kaoma 80 kapatala 3 times what you're asking price kupa two sala. And then so watch his and also like a bra. So it's like a haircut. How do you deal with such shit?
I once my client, but then it only happened once, and then and then after I found out I'm gonna have a child, then I stopped it. They was like, okay, Casey, now you gotta like control yourself. But I used to my client, but Yeah, that's before I knew what was happening.
But did you smash? No.
Yeah, I didn't swear. I didn't swear. I didn't swear. It was really hard. Yeah,
So,
that's the hard part.
it was very hard. Like,
Yeah, that was hard.
It was very hard.
It was very hard,
Yeah. No hard.
Yeah.
So question ya ka o qetela o tjha. Ha lona ho spana, ne? Let's say o spana bo ma Shoprite. Okay, since ba o balla, okay, spana Shoprite ho tjhong there's a possibility of kgwedi fedile. There's a possibility of vacations ana le bo ma 850 e bitsing fela after mabaka. Ne? But also na le business. Once o re ke nna boss, there are people who are working for me, but ba bona dinepe. Bona dinepe o mo godima no o hirile batho ba bo ma 20. Yamano thotse the biggest gig in pre-state wa bona. Family sentse na ai yamana ke ena le go o tshong o so o dila jwang ka yona didenye ya hore ha rona ba dilo ba batla zaka cause bana le kelelo go kwena boss o di company ha ona le zaka kwena hirang batho kwena kona di shots. Yeah, you challenge a look I did in you.
Yeah, but when I got before the color get changed, I was cutting how so yeah, I didn't necessarily know what to do with them. So I was spending with my girlfriend, the house, and stuff. And then as I realized, for this thing it's like it's generating money now. And I was like, okay, now what I'm gonna do? Now I'm gonna open something in Kasi, and then in that process, in November I have to write my final examination.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, now is the hard decision. The client okay, I have like over 500, and I realized, okay, I make 500 daily. Daily, 500. Yo, sometimes I make. And because now it's like it's festive season, I want okay, and exams are on the platform I'm writing on at university. Should I write the exam or should I cut my clients? That's what I mean. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut my clients to get to school.
Shit.
That's how it. I didn't okay. Sure, scared. But I didn't tell my cousin that first. And then I continued cutting. When someone was young, and then when I decided I'm gonna open something, then I told my grandmother, "Mama, go to the school." Why? Okay. No. Go to the school. Why? Okay. That first word, her first word, that's what changed me. Okay, she doesn't believe in my craft.
Magriza.
And then that day, I told you, for what you agree, I want to tell Taramu. I told you to get the next game and go on a kitchen Taramu and Nasia. I told you, Kitu Kalaba Basho. That's when I showed them you were still a ring game when I did it. So, Chantamana, you was going to go big. And you're going to go back to school, how to salute. Yeah, I told you to go to school. Yeah. Okay. Hey. But funny enough, in my family, I'm like an outlier. Yeah, so yeah, many people didn't believe in me. They were angry at me for leaving school. And that angriness of them, that's what motivated me. It demotivated. Yeah, that's what motivated me. So I told them, okay, I'm not gonna give you guys any money. Money. I cannot work in Shante. And ever since then, we haven't actually given a cent.
So it was about actually who communicate and then understand what you're doing, and then you need to actually invest back into this business, right? Yeah, man. I think as much as like I'm talking about pay my kriza on anale but once you start making money, then like the two change. Of this thing. Yeah, man. Because now the thing is, with Sgela, look, why Sgela, you get that qualification, it's a risk on its own, Leon. It doesn't mean because you qualified you'll get a job, right? And you don't even know when you'll get a job. But this thing is making money now, right? Why not go with it, right? So yeah, man. I'm just glad that you just took that leap of faith and then born and you feel sick. Just barely a year. It's been not even a year, ne? What's that? 10 months now, and then look where you are. You into your own space. You have a mentor now, about to get an accountant. Yeah, niggas are leveling up, man. Yeah, man.
I get a question for man.
Yeah.
So when I got money, like, how do you like? Because I was once in bodybuilding. How do you keep up? How do you keep up? Okay, I have to maintain my life, and now this thing, yeah, bodybuilding, it's no longer about. Okay, I don't know if you do it for flexing or for maintenance, but now it is involving another route of being in a business. So now I have to maintain, also maintain your life, your lifestyle, and also these things. So how do you like balance all those things? Like you have to go to gym, balance your body, also maintain the team, making sure the team is always fit. Because sometimes I know as bodybuilders, I used to get tired. I now want to stop. So how do you maintain your genes and yourself, and also keep the team always leveled up for every event?
What do you mean by my gens?
The guys,
like friends or... Oh, okay. Him on a bodybuilding to I remember I was about 3 or 4 years. No, 4 or 5 years. Ne? So get into the beauty contest. So was able to create low contest. Everyone on via walking in a charm. I was the only one who was walking like a bodybuilder. You can imagine in Tonanya bodybuilder. Yeah, high school got started join a gym, kapusha ke batla o bolella hore life eng ona le di-opportunity tse ngata tse ke leka di misa ka baka la bodybuilding. Ha ke nahana mo ke yang ha ona gym ha be ke right ena e ka mpang feta e modimo tla tlisa e nngwe wa bona. But later life ends o hitang fetho be ke regret hore shit ke hopola opportunity ya di tseba di nong tse tsa nix wa bona. So there's this time ke nahana I used to be a truck driver ne. So you can imagine ke kopana le di prostitute tse ka etseng wa bona. So one day no but these people, they are making money out of their bodies wa bona. Bana le body tse smart ga tseba bana le body tse smart mona wa bona ba pe di prostitute ba bona ka moapa. Okay, ba etsang ba hlahisa mmele wa bona ha ba no hlahisa mmele o snacks ba hlahisa mmele o mohlo bya so nna bra wa ka ke motivate ke di prostitute hore ke etse tšhelete ka mmele wa ka. Now ke phela FBI. There's no FBI without bodybuilding. Ke yona ntho se ke phela mo ke push kore Jimmy over ntongolo yeah le tshile ya ka wa tseba hore mosadi wa pele ke Jimmy yena ke second wife e tlo ba second wife yeah and elena ntho ke ratang tshile ya ka ha sexa Jimmy ke ba lazy nyana wa tseba matsatsi a ba lazy hona le kgwedi ya go be lazy fela o ipolelle go mo gae ya phomola mana ke tshepe wa bo a tla utlwa sa hai first wife ya ha isa challenge man ke ka ke nna sa thola attention a holo ke a tseba gore shit njatla mle go kele Jimmy o tla ntella wa bona. Yeah, so ke ona ntho inspiring ga di prostitute gore if ba etsa tšhelete ka mmele wa bona. Why rona re spana ka thata je ka Jimmy ka sa kgone etsa tšhelete ka mmele wa then ka tla ka yona di denyana ya FBI hore ke di bouncer tsa di bodybuilder fela if o se bodybuilder again unless o spana bo di-office ga na la o thea re shapelang marketing o ganela page ya rona ya FBI Facebook ke ena fela e seng bodybuilder le girlfriend ya ke bona fela batho ba spanelang FBI be seng di bodybuilder. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, man. I think we can go on and on and on and on, Babo. But at some point we have to close. We have to close this thing, Babo. I think today's stories, these were stories about hope, stories about inspiration, about starting something from actually nothing, right? And actually making something out of yourself. And most importantly, just giving the middle finger to excuses, like fuck excuses, right? Just going out there and having that faith. Okay, look, if I start something, I can actually get somewhere. Right? Well, I think that's the whole point. This podcast. So now that's why it was really started. Once about look, man. Life here, how you can actually change it by believing in yourself, by educating yourself, and knowing that everything lies within you. If you I think it's Henry Ford who said, if you believe you can do it, you're right, and if you believe you can do it, you're also right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it depends on where you're and then how passionate you really are. So if you're not someone looking to push to then how that so yeah. Thank you very much for actually listening to our podcast. We hope to just inspire you and get you to actually to the next level. So yeah, thanks. Growth Code. Thanks, sir.